When in Rome, don't be a stupid tourist. That's a saying, right? Hey, it's your buddy Moo Juice Magic here. Good morning, everyone. And yeah, so that's what we're talking about today. Dumb IRL streaming tourists. I don't know what it is with the Johnny Somalis and the idiot breakdancers of the world, but someone somewhere proves my theory right. That is, if you give an idiot a passport and a camera and an audience, they're going to make an ass out of themselves on an international stage. We've seen this time and time again, and it rings true yet again. People traveling abroad, making Americans look stupid, one TikTok at a time. So now we go to beautiful, ancient, historic Rome, Italy, where we follow up with some IRL streamers.
Experiencing racism in Rome, Italy.
Always, always racism. Oh, they're upset because we're riding on a bridge. Okay, so those who don't know, Rome has a huge problem in the last few years with defacing ancient landmarks. This is not your local school's bathroom, Shaquan. This is ancient freaking Rome. You can't just slather some paint over a lot of these things like you do the bathroom wall where you wrote your name and your number next to the glory hole. It doesn't work that way, you imbecile. Listen, it takes more than just a little bit of paint to clean this crap up when you go to Rome. Just last year, a group of people, like not at the same time, but random tourists from around the world, were carving their initials into the fucking Colosseum. The thing is thousands of years old. You have to have a historic crew to restore, like a restoration crew to go in. That is not as simple as, like, say, like the maintenance company that I own, where we go in and we repair sheetrock or we repaint a bedroom for a person to rent their property out after a renter was in there. It's not the same process. It is an entirely different and way more expensive situation, and it's costing taxpayer money in Rome. It costs money from the people to pay for it. So it's no wonder the citizens around you aren't thrilled that you're going and treating it like your normal. Look, I know she's black, so I'm trying not to be racist. But if it was a white person, I'd be talking about a trailer park. So ghetto ass area and turning it into this. Keep in mind, guys, I'm equal opportunity here. I don't care what skin color you are. If you're stupid, I'm going to call you out. For all I know, Shaquan here was raised in a fucking suburban area to doctors and her parents. I don't know. All I know is she done fucked up. And it pissed the people off. TikTok, really? I love the Italians. They came up. Oh, look, it's Americans. They're recording us on TikTok, right? This is like how we're viewed in other countries, folks. If you're sitting here and you're in America and you're a streamer or you're doing what I do, content creation and streaming, like you have to, especially if you're going to travel. Like I sit in the comfort of my own studio in the house that I own. Okay, like this is my property. I can do whatever the fuck I want here. All I got to do is worry about making an ass out of myself in front of people, which I don't mind doing because it's here. People are electing to watch this if they're watching this. If I'm going and forcing myself onto another community, this is a situation that's different. Now I'm putting myself out there. I need to be respectful of what's going on around me. I just did a video a little bit ago about a woman who went to a restaurant with her son. And she used the fact that he was autistic to try to gain sympathy online for being asked to leave the restaurant when there was a disruption. Now, that situation, I'm pretty sure the woman was the disruptive part, not her son. And that's what she used to get there. She expected the restaurant, though, to conform around her son's special needs, an established business that she invited herself into to use. You can't do that. You can't invite yourself into some place and expect their culture and surroundings to just accept you. You can't expect that. That doesn't work that way. And these Italian folks, they just view this as stupid American behavior. So guys, we're not all like this. If I go to Rome, Italy, I'm being respectful. I'm enjoying the food, the art, the architecture. The last thing I'm doing is try to put my name on something that's been around for longer than my country. Just saying. Back. Okay, guys, eventually I'm going to get a black friend of mine to come in here and translate Ebonics for you. Back is ratchet talk for like, I need you to move backwards, you're in my space. This is usually accompanied, though, with them trying to push their often overweight body further into your space to push you further away from wherever territory they want, much like dogs and bears pee to mark their territory so other animals don't cross that invisible boundary. In this part, this woman that's shaped somewhat like the Michelin Man is using her bodily orbit to shove things back. The magnetic field that comes from her body and her size, she's using the reverse polarity to push this skinny Italian girl further away without making physical contact. So it is physics contact, but not physical contact. She's just using an atmospheric anomaly to make it work. It comes with being ever so large, which is another thing that most people think of when they think of Americans, is that we're obese. We're not leading with our best foot forward, is what I'm saying, on the world stage here. Perhaps we should let the people that are, valuable to society be the ones that travel, that will actually give a good example of what the average American is like when we go abroad. It's not like this. The problem is these are the ones that have audiences, and these are the ones that are used to making a fucking scene wherever they live, whether it's a Walmart for views, whether it's a street in wherever USA where they're trying to piss people off to get attention. This is what they do. These are the Johnny Somalis and the idiot breakdancers of the world, the Karens of the world, if you will. These are the people we're talking about here. And you'll notice now, a couple brothers are going to step in to confront the skinny Italian guy and his really skinny, kind of hot girlfriend, okay? Or whatever she is, sister, I don't know the relationship. I'm just assuming this, the stud here landed himself quite the Betty. But these two fellows are going to step in regardless because they're smaller, so they feel like they can do that. And that's exactly what happens until some of their other friends get behind them, and then it's more peaceful. Now the friends have stepped in, and now the brothers are like, oh, maybe we should let Shakana take it. And the guy backs up between the girls when the other dude that's bigger comes in. See, this is always how it happens with the peacockers. These dudes here are not wearing the pants in these relationships, guarantee it. They're probably worried that their food rations will get eaten by their overweight girlfriends here while they, hardly get a meal in. It's kind of like a really aggressive form of when you go to a restaurant and your girlfriend says she doesn't want French fries, but she's going to eat yours anyway. It's like that, except this girl will eat the hamburger too. So poor little whatever this dude's name is, let's call him Antoine. I'm sure it fits. He's wearing the right kind of clothing for an Antoine. He looks like he could do better, is what I'm saying. Antoine's a very strong name for not a very strong man. One's faced with a man larger than him. Both of the brothers back down really quick because they realize it's not just one skinny little Italian guy they can just do their normal crap with. And they're starting to realize something. They're not in America where you have the race card to play all the time. And if something happens, it's a hate crime. In Italy, they might have realized finally, oh yeah, we're in a different country now. We can't just do this thing that's been given to us our whole lives. It's very, Anyway. Leave us alone. We're just trying to deface ancient property. Bro, you need to get your finger out of homeboy's face. You're in the wrong here. That's the thing that I don't get. One of the many things that I don't get is putting your finger. Sorry about this other screens for another channel I do. Anyway, that's the thing I don't get. They're shoving their fingers in their face when these guys are totally in the wrong. Instead of apologizing like an intelligent person would do, they're not intelligent. Somehow they were capable of getting a passport, figuring out how to get an audience on TikTok enough to afford to do this stuff. But folks, this is what happens when you are given everything your whole life. This is what true privilege looks like. Here, actually, I'm going to pull it back. This is the face of true privilege. I hate to break it to you, America. It's not what CNN wants you to think. It's not what the social media crybabies want you to think. This is the face of privilege. This is what happens when you tell an entire group of people that everything that happens to them is somebody else's fault. That you give them carte blanche to do whatever they want and play the blame game wherever you go. The thing is, now they're in a different fucking country. See, the bridge that they're talking about here, and the reason people are pissed off, isn't just any bridge. The Ponte Sisto, Rome's Renaissance bridge, began life as early as the 4th century as the Roman Pons Aurelius. Following its partial destruction in 772, the bridge that we see today was commissioned by Pope Sixtus IV in the 15th century. It still bears his name. When I say historic, beautiful, and ancient Rome, what I mean is that bridge alone was there before Middle Passage happened, before America was ever a place, and long before there was ever a whip cracked in this country. Just so you are aware of what you're doing here. This country is a country of culture and history. I'm talking about Italy. America has culture and history too. We're just more of a melting pot. Italy, Rome has survived a lot of different things, including some incredibly poor decisions in the 1940s. That's neither here nor there. It had nothing to do with black people. So you don't get to play the race card there. Maybe if you're a Jew, I could understand getting away with saying Italians are racist because of, the whole World War II thing and the alliances with Hitler. But, that's neither here nor there. The Jews aren't the one defacing property. It's this chick, Shaquan, or whatever her name is. I couldn't be bothered to find her TikTok or anything. I don't want to give her any more. I don't want people to go get clicks on her channel, okay? I don't want her to feel like she did something good here. And I feel like the more she gets people watching her crap from her source, the more she's going to feel entitled again and getting the okay and the pat on the back to go keep doing stupid shit like this. Folks, stop being this way when we travel. It's not that difficult to learn about another culture, at least a bare minimum. And common sense would imply, don't graffiti or carve your initials in if you're a German tourist or a Swiss tourist. There's a cool Colosseum I've seen recently. Just don't deface other people's shit. Okay? I know it's hard to understand when you have absolutely no respect for anyone else. But if you don't, you shouldn't be traveling. You shouldn't be in society at all. You shouldn't be in public if you have no respect for anyone else. This is the point. Anyway, how do you think we fix this, guys? Let me know in the comments below. And the first person to say and try to actually use systematic racism as an argument for these people's behavior, I'm going to make fun of you in another video because someone already tried to do that on the X thread that I got this video from, and I led into him too. This is not systematic racism. This is systematic entitlement behavior. That's what this is. I'm just waiting for the video of white people doing this. I was trying to find the one of the German tourists or the Swiss tourists, but apparently it's mostly Americans who think that we need to film ourselves doing stupid human tricks. I don't know. I can't show the videos in the Middle East with people blowing themselves up on accident. So here we are. That would be comparable. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We're almost, the goal this year, the end of next year anyway, 2025, is 500 follower subscribers. We're getting there. We're making good progress. We're over 100, and I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the comments. I really want to pick your brains on this. If there's a topic you'd like me to discuss, I do read the comments. Put it in the comments below. Try to keep it civil in the comment section, though. The Johnny Somali stuff is, I haven't had to delete anything yet, thankfully, but I'm just waiting. Some of the things that people say are edging. They're just edging on the verge of getting us having to moderate our comment section, which I'd hate to do because I'm big on free speech. I'm not YouTube, though. It's still their website. So, all right, I'll catch you guys later. I love you in the face, Moo Juice Magic. I'm going to go bathe my soul in the waters of, I don't know, acid rain in LA or something this time. Fucking whatever.